Hello, everyone. Happy September. Oh my God, summer. Summer is ending, fall is coming. That's all right. That's all right. That means harvest time, getting all our fruits of our labor. So, yeah. So, welcome. This is our September updates. I'm going to try to throw it to you really fast so that you can get to the newsletter and read it if you're watching this from our Finding Your Voice newsletter. If you're watching just on YouTube, hey. You too can become a subscriber of the newsletter as well. If you go to findingyourvoiceafter40.com and just hit subscribe. But the majority of you are probably looking at this from the newsletter. So, hey, so listen, I got 5 big updates for this month, and I really hope that you participate in every last one of them. First up, your girl has launched the podcast, Finding Your Voice After 40 podcast. Oh my gosh. So you see that hashtag, Finding Your Voice After 40 in the little. That's the hashtag I want y'all to start using so that when you're on social media, if you're doing anything with Finding Your Voice, podcast, what have you, put that hashtag. But the podcast dropped last Thursday as an intro episode. But tomorrow, if you're watching this the moment this drops, but this Thursday, September 8th, will be our first full episode. So please make sure you're tuning in on Apple, Spotify, anchorfm.com, or Google Play. We're on all of those platforms. Just search Finding Your Voice After 40 and tune in, and make sure you review and comment and like and share and subscribe, download, listen. We're really wanting to spread the voice of those of us over 40. And it is a podcast for both men and women. And while we say after 40, really any age, come on through. Okay. All right. That's that. Next big thing. If you are in Chicago, I better see you in person. Finally, we're doing an open house, a free open house this Saturday in Chicago. It will be in the South Loop area at Level K Event Space, a beautiful, modern, lofty, open space that is just newly opening its doors this past summer. The owner is Kelly Moore. She is a fellow sister of mine, another African American woman who is doing the dang thing. So come to her beautiful space, come to our open house. It's free. There'll be food. You'll learn all about our services. We have some interactive activities, door prizes, raffles, all kinds of stuff. So come on out. Okay. So that's this Saturday, September 10th. You can register by going to findingyourvoiceafter40.com. And I'll scroll in just a moment where you can get all that, because there's another link where you can get a lot, even more things. So make sure you join us this Saturday if you're in Chicago or in the Chicago area. We want to see you. It's a free registration. You do have to register, though, to be admitted. All right. So we'll see you there. Next up, it's a full moon also this Saturday. Pray for us. Pray for us. Mercury retrograde and full moon. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. We're going to be good. So we're doing a meditation, a full moon release meditation this Sunday. Our meditations are monthly, and we open them up completely free to our people who are registered here on our email list. If you're part of our women's Black Women 40 Plus Thrive Tribe on Facebook, we do a whole event page for it. So make sure you join for the meditation. If you're reading the newsletter, you'll see the link where you can just join with the Zoom and all the things. It's virtual. It's free. It's at 8:30 p.m. this Sunday, September 11th. It's just a 10-minute meditation. So come on through, join us. Get your week started off right. Get your evening mellowed down. All right. All right. Next up. Yes, the Costa Rica retreat is still happening. Yes, it is. And that retreat is not until July of 2023. So we are doing free info sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Make sure you click the link here in the newsletter to join a free info session. This is how you get discounts and incentives in order to, once you do register. Once you do, notice I say once you do, not if. Once you do, I'm just playing. Seriously, though, the retreat is all about those of us, you who are really needing some shifts, some transformation. We sold out on our last one, and the women just really reported having an amazing experience and a whole nother kind of lens in moving forward in their life. And those women who just finished the last retreat, we're now planning for their next one. And so that's the cool thing. Once you do our first retreat, we prepare you to do a whole line of other curated retreats exclusively for your cohort, for your group. So make sure you come to an info session. That way you can learn everything about it. That way it can demystify it. Those of you who are kind of like, I don't know, come on through. It's a way for you to get to know me more, get to know more about the retreat. So make sure you click the button here on the newsletter. And again, if you go to findingyourvoiceafter40.com, you can click a link and sign up for the free info session. And last but not least, you're going to hear me talk more and more about our memberships, okay? About our Patreon memberships. This is a way for you to stay connected, not just to us and our services, but to yourself, to yourself. It's a way for you to stay in a regular practice with your self-care and a regular mindfulness, okay? So if you go to patreon.com/finding your voice. All right. And I need to find that in my little banner here. I think I got it here. Yes, I do have it here. So let's put it through here. There it is. If you go to patreon.com/finding your voice, there are 3 tiers that you can join. $5 a month, $10 a month, or $29.99 a month. This is the thing. As we're growing and as women and men, because this is open actually to men as well. But as people are joining the Finding Your Voice community, we are adding some special incentives just to get people on board. So the most basic $5 a month, that is open to any and everyone. That is mainly so that you can get bonus content from our podcast, because our podcasts are both audio and video, but the video is only available if you're a Patreon subscriber. Okay, so you'll get a video posting of that of the video of the podcast. You'll also get bonus content. So when we have guests, and those are, yes, let me say this, those videos are for when we have guests. And occasionally I'll pop into when it's just me talking, but most of the podcast is guests. So our guests will also provide tips and advice and all of those things for you. But that's only available if you're a Patreon subscriber. The regular podcast, they do share so much more about themselves, but the Patreon is really to help you. So that's just as small as the $5 level. We're also making a special where you can get access to different workshops that we're having if you're joining the month of September. So join. The next level is the $10 level. And that one is where if you're wanting to dig a bit more into your spiritual development, we have our Spiritual Shift Sanctuary that's led every month, once a month, by Bishan Riley, who has his master's in divinity and who is just an amazing soul, who really helps us to guide us through a little bit more of the history of religion and spirituality and some things that have been left out that you may not know, some things that you might want to start incorporating. We're also throwing a bit of a bonus in. Those of you who are curious about astrology a bit, I'm doing one-on-one intro to astrology using astrology for self-care, an intro to that if you're a part of that $10 level. So you can join at that level, or you can do the $29.99, which really is for our women, okay? And that is where you're getting weekly, it's called a weekly wusa, which is a weekly self-care resource where we're giving everything from meditations to plant-based recipes to self-care articles to self-care activities on every week that you get this. In addition, you have access to all the other tiers, all the other things. So Spiritual Shift Sanctuary, the podcast episodes, and a one-on-one coaching session with me every month. Really, really good deal. Once a month, every month. All right. So go to that patreon.com/finding your voice. That's the next level that we're, our retreats are really the belly of Finding Your Voice services. But we understand not everyone is wanting to go on a whole retreat, but you're still wanting to take care of yourself differently. Come on over and join the Patreon. That's where you really get that. All right. I think that's it. Make sure you read the whole newsletter, punch on things. Make sure you're coming to the open houses if you're in Chicago. We got lots of people signed up to come. So I'm excited to meet everybody. I'm so excited to meet all the people. Um, Also, make sure you join us for the meditation so you can get a little bit of woosah, and make sure you're listening to the podcast. Listen to the podcast. Listen to the podcast. You can email us and, info at findingyourvoiceafter40.com if you have questions. So listen to that podcast, subscribe, and share with your folks. You're going to enjoy the podcast. We got some good guests. We do. And then there's some other goodies in the newsletter. So if you're on YouTube, you need to hop on over to findingyourvoiceafter40.com and subscribe so you can at least, at a minimum, get these free weekly newsletters that we do on Wednesday, the Wednesday rundown, but we also do a Sunday self-care newsletter every Sunday for completely free for our just general email subscribers. So join us. We got good stuff. All right. Have an amazing September. Have an amazing September. And don't let Mercury retrograde get the best of you. Understand, that just means to pause, to slow it down. It's a time for reflection and review. All right. All right. You guys take care. See you soon. Bye.